Welcome to Anime Out of Context, a comedy review show where a man completely immersed in anime culture torments his co-host, who is only allowed to watch the shows featured here. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/animeoutofcontext. Alongside over 100 hours of exclusive bonus material, all episodes uploaded to Patreon are completely ad-free, even to non-patrons. Thank you for listening, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Anime Out of Context, the show where I attempt to explain the sometimes weird, sometimes wonderful, but always hilarious world of anime.
And I'm just a gentle, sweet Catholic girl.
I'm Shaun Rollins.
I'm Remington Chase.
Okay, Rem, we have talked about a lot of anime on this podcast over the years.
Yep.
And you've, to the point where you've started to recognize a bunch of patterns, essentially, is how...
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. So I figured that today would be a great day to test one of those patterns.
Okay.
Because
Let me ask, is this another way for you to avoid deciding what we're watching this week? And
no.
putting it on me?
No. Because
Okay.
I did an inordinate amount of work to set this up. Because, Rem, one of the things that we got a lot of requests for after we did the Wheel of Chaos was more wheel-based shenanigans.
All right, so when I just asked that, Shaun, I can't help but notice.
What?
It seems like lately there's been a certain reluctance to make choices. It seems like lately, especially, you've been putting the impetus on me.
Well, one thing, Remington, I want to make sure that you feel involved in the process. That's one aspect. But also, I came up for the idea of this episode, and I was too excited not to immediately bump it up in the list of things. Will you at least listen to the premise before you start criticizing me?
Sure, Shaun. But all I'm going to say is that nearly half of our past 10 episodes have involved a choice of randomness.
People like wheels. What can I say?
Okay. All right. Okay.
And tell you what, I'll tell you right now, next 5 episodes, you won't have to make a decision of your own, and you'll have to live with that.
Okay. All right.
All right. But no, I came up with this idea, and I thought it would be very fun. Because one of our common themes over the years has been, like, when I tell you when an anime was made, if it's not a current seasonal, you have a very specific reaction.
Yeah.
And people have suggested in the past, well, why don't you do a anime based on like a decade for that kind of thing and let him choose based on the decade or things of that nature. And I was like, yeah, I could do that. That seems like fair and reasonable. But if I do that, he is just going to choose the most recent anime that shows up.
Yeah, I'm choosing, like, if we're going by decade, 2020s. All right, 2020s. Yep. I unironically and truly believe that even with all of the slop that's around, that the anime being made now is there's a lot of better shit made around now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think that's just an anime thing. I think media right now is there's so much amazing shit. Now there's also a lot of trash, and if you only consume the trash, then you have no idea about all the amazing shit that's coming out. But there's so much amazing shit.
Exactly. And so I've put that idea off because it's like, if I give him a choice of a specific decade, he's always going to choose the most recent decade, or even like the most recent like 5-year range.
Yeah, 100%.
So giving you the choice in that regard wouldn't really make for an interesting episode with any stakes, as it were. So then the immediate thought is, hey, what if we just take Remington's choice out of it entirely and just move it to everybody's favorite, the wheel? Because after we did the last wheel episode, we got a bunch of messages just being like, hey, more wheels, please? The cult of the wheel really wants to experience more wheels. Shaun, you've been lacking on servicing the wheels of this podcast. We need more wheels.
And hey, if any of our regular listeners are part of that group that are obsessed with wheels, if somehow you never decide to go back to last year's 12 days, boy, oh boy. Oh, we got wheels.
It's like 12 wheels with different flavors is what that year's episodes were like. And man, oh man, you'll either love it or hate it, because I'll tell you right now, there was a lot going on. So I was like, yeah, let's do a wheel. But a wheel with a couple decades just didn't feel right to me, Rem, because again, it's like, oh man, I give him 2 respins and like he just super banks on getting like one of like 2 of like 10 decades. And it's like the chances of him being happy and satisfied by that are high. So Rem, what I did instead is I went back and I did research on 35 different shows, from each year. And I've put 35 different shows into a wheel. to just absolutely maximize the chaos. And the quality of these shows is, I'm going to be honest with you, varied. Because the idea of this experiment was, I wanted to have a mix of shows that are considered highly regarded, even in their time period, and a mix of shows that are lowly regarded, even in their time period. And to make things extra interesting, Rem, we have been hounded by our patrons for the past couple months for one specific anime, that being Code Geass.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I was like, well, I don't know if I'm ready to do a Code Geass episode yet because there's a lot to work with. And also, dogs are being held at like treat point to essentially bully us into doing this. So, it's not really me giving in if I choose the year that Code Geass came out as one of the options on this wheel. So, this could very well be the week we finally discuss this anime, which I'm going to be honest with you, if we do, man, we are fucked because this is a double recording week for us, so you're going to have to do a lot of work.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
All right, cool.
But yeah, I've got 35 options, including a 0 on the board, so quite literally just something from this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, anime from the past 35 years. So basically anything from 1990 to current day, essentially, give or take, roughly.
Good God.
You're going to get 2 rerolls, and we'll discuss whatever comes up. And I just think that this will be a nice bit of fun chaos. And then, like I said, I promise, the next 5 episodes of the podcast, no choices from Remington whatsoever, no chaos, no randoms. Satisfied?
All right, let's do it.
Okay. You get 2 rerolls, so you can decide if you use them. Well, 1 in 35.
Hashtag goose is loose, baby.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to know which year it is, or do you want to be surprised?
I'll be surprised.
All right, perfect. So, the first spin of the wheel. Hey, Rum, how'd you feel about an anime from the year of our Lord 2000?
It's real old.
That is real old. 26 years ago is a long time.
Do I get to know anything more than the year? Do I get to know the names of the shows or just the year?
Just the year, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no shot. Reroll that shit.
Okay.
2000? Oh.
Okay. How about an anime from last year, Rem?
Now, we did talk all about how, like, more recent stuff. But for that exact reason, I suspect that the more recent ones are more likely to actually be bad to try and sucker me into it. I think the earliest year I would confidently trust would be like a 2021 or 2020. I'm not later than, so I'm doing my second reroll and we'll go with wherever it lands, baby.
Fantastic. All right, one.
Plus, of course, I can pretend I'm doing this for the lovely fans because I know that the goose didn't show up last year.
Oh. All right, Rem. Looks like we are locking in an anime from 8 years ago.
As we all know, the goose is 8 years old. So congratulations, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. It was a group effort.
Unfortunately, no. Hilariously, the number we were looking for was 20. So, because it was in 06 is when Code Geass first aired. Got pretty close. 26, not too bad. 1 year ago, not too bad. I will tell you right now, if you had landed on the 1 year ago, you would have been okay. You would have been fine. It wouldn't have been too bad. Because, I had to keep an honest mix in. But no, instead, we are doing one from 8 years ago, which...
All right, 2018, baby.
Yep, 2018. Which one is that? I have 35 tabs open, so give me a second.
Why would you do it that way? Surely you just make one document where you have a list with 35 links.
You would think that. I didn't think that far ahead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my computer has been very mad at me for the past week. Because I had to, lock it in and then watch 3 episodes from each show, which it was not ideal. Okay, 2018 it is. Rem, I'm going to be honest with you. It's time for us to get back to our roots.
No, fuck.
What's wrong with getting back to our roots? They talk about that all the time in media. It's like, we gotta go back to where we started to really understand where we are. What part of our roots could you be scared of, Rem?
I think all of our roots are pretty scary.
Do you?
Yeah. I prefer to look forward, not back, Shaun.
Well, that's unfortunate because
what if we instead scrap this whole idea?
This whole concept?
And we instead cover an anime from 2027.
In the future, you say?
Yeah.
Just take a hiatus from the podcast until something in 2027 comes out?
If it's got to be done, it's got to be done for the sake of innovation.
Unfortunately, Rem, that is not the case. Rem, I'm gonna be honest with you. You landed dead center of the three options that I considered to be back to our roots, but also the worst case scenario. Because Rem, there's no way to sugarcoat this. The title of today's anime is simply titled Orega Suki Nano wa Imoto da kedo Imoto janai. Any guesses on what that means, Rem?
Chain smoke my pussy.
Hilariously, if it had landed on the 0, we would have been watching Chainsmoker Cat. If it had landed on 0, I'd be like, yeah, no, let's just talk about this because that's easy.
Hell.
But no. That is a long ass title. So the Americanized shortened version that's much more palatable is simply My Sister, My Writer.
Okay, alright, and so, it's gonna be, what, they're gonna be making, some fucking horny manga or maybe a visual novel or some shit together, but, like, he does the drawing, she does the writing.
I hear Dylan screaming in the other room. Because, Rem, I took 3 years, 2017, 18, and 19, specifically with anime that are designed to hurt you. And I'm sorry that you landed on these 3.
What an asshole.
Yeah, hey man. I wanted to make some of the recent stuff be bad. But, that's just the way it goes. So, My Sister, My Writer, Rem, you're not too far off. It is about our main protagonist, aspiring light novelist, Yu Nagami. And he is, wants to be the best writer around. Problem is every time he enters a competition, he loses, and it sucks. But, he just wants to be a good writer. That's something that all creatives can aspire to, right? You just want to it's something you're passionate about. It's something you want to keep doing, and you want to truly grow as a person and, make the art that you want everyone to love and appreciate,
Yeah.
But most recently, he goes into this competition looking at a list of winners and sees that the person that dominated this most recent competition, Chikai Tawano, is like at the top of everything, and guess what? He finds out that not only is it somebody he knows, but it's in fact his little sister who is this very established author. What a shocking twist!
Alright, but when does it get depraved?
When does it get depraved? Well, so the thing is his sister doesn't really want the pressure and the spotlight of being a writer.
Sure, so she'll be his ghostwriter, blah, blah, blah.
Essentially, well, more so that she's the writer for everything, and, her pen name is the one that gets used, and he is essentially going to be the face that goes to signing events and such.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could just be a ghostwriter and have that almost exact same concept, but
But then he wouldn't be the writer that he wants to be, Rem. Where's the motivation in that?
But, either way, the same thing is happening, just one way it is within established norms and terminology.
Hey, it's okay, though, because he has a condition for this, Rem. His condition is until he succeeds himself as an author, he will do this. There's no flaws with this plan whatsoever, Rem. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I mean, Rem, conceptually, it doesn't sound too bad, right?
Sure. So, I guess I'm struggling to understand
what?
Why I should care.
Why you should care about what? Our characters, the anime?
I guess what I'm looking for is primarily my will to live.
Well, I mean, Rem, does it make you feel better to know that you only have to watch 3 episodes and that this anime only had 10 total episodes?
That does help.
Mm-hmm. So, shorter than a normal season. You only get to watch 3 episodes of it. So really, they just really hyper-condensed the storylines and plot lines of this anime. Let me tell you some other things about it. Let's see. The studio that it came from was Studio Naz.
Yeah.
Have we covered anything by Studio Naz? Well, hey, no. No, we have not. They're a relatively new studio, started in 2013, and this is one of the anime they produce. They have about 15 different anime under their belt by this point.
And the crowd goes wild.
No. This is one of those anime that has been heavily requested to us back when we very first started the podcast, Rem, if you can imagine, back in 2018.
Why? Alright, I guess we'll see. It's just because horny siscon shit.
Well, hey, it's best not to judge a book by its cover, really, Rem.
You haven't described anything horny yet, but like, but like we know it's coming.
Can't we just have a nice, wholesome episode about a brother-sister writer relationship?
Have we ever covered a properly wholesome and like meaningful brother-sister connection on this show, on this podcast?
As like the main central thing?
Yeah, where it's like, hey, we are a brother and sister, and we're just two members of the family together with a meaningful bond that is in no way romantic or sexual, telling these stories about us.
Well, off the top of my head, I can't think of one, but I'm sure people will let us know if we have. And if you do have a suggestion for it, let us know. There is actually a currently airing anime that might have that relationship established. I haven't watched it yet because
They haven't started fucking yet.
Well, I don't think they will because it's written by a very well-established mangaka. So I don't think it's that kind of thing. It's from the same person who wrote Full Metal Alchemist. So,
and
I mean, that's a healthy sibling relationship, minus, the rituals to summon your dead parents and, losing limbs and body parts and all that jazz. The relationship themselves, though, is pretty wholesome in that. But again, that's not a brother-sister relationship. Ram, look, man. Sometimes the wheel giveth, sometimes it taketh away. You wouldn't have liked the year 2000 anime, I'm going to tell you that right now. You're probably safe to respin that. The 1 year ago anime would have been perfectly fine and safe. It would have been novel and interesting. However, this anime from 2018, My Sister, My Writer, it does have the direct translation of the title. And I think before we get into that, I will leave you just with that. Because the title doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense in comparison to the rest of the story.
All right, let's hear it.
The one I love is a little sister, but she's not my little sister. And with that, let's go straight into the anime, Ren. Let's go watch 3 episodes of My Sister, My Writer. And we are back after watching the first 3 episodes of the 2018 show Ore ga suki nano wa imoto dakedo imoto janai, or My Sister, My Writer. Do not put those in a translation app because they will not come out the same thing for very obvious reasons. And Rem, before we get into your thoughts, views, and opinions, and maybe this was actually a hidden gem in your eyes, and maybe I just was overplaying how rough of an episode this was going to be for you. I want to tell you about my research process for this particular episode.
Yeah.
Because, Rem, I told you that I did 35 episodes worth of research. That is true. This is one of the shows that I researched when we first started the podcast, and we got requests for it after a lot of our sister fuckery episodes came out.
Yep.
And I didn't feel the need to go back and rewatch it, which is very rare for most shows.
Oh, perfect. So,
but not only that. This is one of I had about 7 or 8 shows around this time period that Dylan watched and researched with me. This was one of them. So Dylan is also traumatized. I just want to make sure you know that you have a shared bondage with this one because
perfect.
I took a gamble that what are the chances that 1 in 35 we land on this one.
Hey, I always love a little bit of bondage with my editor,
Yep.
And so it's really a classic for the podcast. Just some absolute dog shit sister fucking nonsense.
Well, surely, Rem, there has to be some nuance. I mean, after all, we've been doing this for so long. Surely there has to be a difference in execution and stylings and animation. Surely there's got to be something unique and wonderful about this show that definitely needed to be talked about in a public forum for the first time, I think, ever.
Well, let's jump into it, shall we? We open up with an absolute shit opening line, possibly deliberately shit. There's a couple moments like that where I'm like, does it know?
Does it know?
Like sometimes it'll just like look at me funny, and I'm like, are you in on the joke, you son of a bitch? what the fuck? And it's rare, but it happened more than once where I was like, it was just a strange moment. But nonetheless, the opening is, it was a long time ago, or maybe it was only recently.
Oh god, that is such a shit opening, isn't it? You might as well have said fucking nothing.
Yeah, it was like, oh, my life changed. And it's like, oh, look at all these sisters. But oh, that was just a dream of a billion sisters. Has nothing to do with what's going on here besides just sister. It's not relevant to like his dominant interests or anything. He just had a dream that shows a bunch of possible sisters. Okay.
Yeah, because let's see. According to my notes, the opening of that was "quote unquote" sister princess.
Sure, yeah. So he wakes up and his sister Suzuka is taking care of him. She's good at everything and has high standards. And he's just so gosh darn perfect. He goes to school. He sees the results for the new Writers Award. And of course, oh no, he failed to make the shortlist. And as we talked about, oh, his little sister has won. And also, like, one of the major pieces of feedback he was given on his work is that he should write little sister characters. Which does not feel like meaningful feedback on work. No? Being like, hey, actually, because this could have been great, but you didn't include my fetish, so
instead of the author's barely hidden fetish, it's the editor's barely hidden fetish.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, was it well written, was it not? I could not say for certain because it didn't have any sister fucking. So, like...
Yeah, if I am not firmly erect while reading a book, how can I tell if it's good?
Yeah, it's like, I can't even get into any other critiques, unless there's a sister. And so that's the kind of feedback he's getting. And indeed, just like how, we will see this repeatedly, how this anime conceives of writing and how that works.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and also, this is supposed to be a comedy, by the way, just in case you couldn't tell.
And boy, oh boy, what a fun time we have here. So then he's at his like job or some shit, and one lolly girl tells him to imagine his sister as sexy, so he does. And wow, this show is real explicit. Holy shit, this show is explicit.
Oh, did you watch the uncensored version, Ram? Because there is a censored version.
Not the version I got.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry, bud.
No, that's the gamble when we set sail sometimes.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh man, it'll be fine. The Crunchyroll version is like super like overly censored because of how pointlessly horny this show is. It'll be fine for him.
Yeah, it was so far from fine.
Yeah, no, so far from fine. Ah, man, getting literally flashbanged for a podcast episode. It's been a hot minute since that's happened.
This is one of the tamer examples.
Yes. Also part of why I only gave you 3 episodes.
So, he imagines his sister is sexy, then he's straight up shown a porno mag. Or I think it's actually supposed to be a hentai mag, but it's hard to tell when.
Anime, it's
like, is this anime character showing off real girls or anime characters? Like, I don't.
Yeah, that is the question, because like unless like what you're looking at is in a completely different style from the show itself, how are you supposed to know?
Yeah, so I think it's actually might be a hentai mag, and I think it may have been designed from one of the girls we'll meet later. A Haigao double piece.
Yes. Funnily enough, not in my notes. Go figure. I didn't deem that necessary back in 2019.
Haigao double piece. The big-breasted illustrator. You didn't think she was? Well, you know. And here's the thing: 3 episodes in, she has yet to do an Haigao.
It's true.
It's been like there was a moment where she was going to, and then she stopped. I'm like, that's your line? That's your fucking line?
A stupid face that only exists in a specific type of 18+ material?
Like, Jesus Christ. They go so much further. Anyway, he gets home, has dinner, chats with sister. She's the winner. Oh, crazy. He reads her story and is like, wow, it's so impressive. But one thing he also does while reading, he's like, wow, what's crazy about it is that, like, it is not unique or special at all. which just makes it even more impressive it's good, is the fact that it doesn't do anything different. I cannot emphasize, there's nothing special about it, but it's so good. And I think it's just genuinely that the writer could not think of one interesting thing to make it good, and so was just like, oh, it's so good. Nothing specific that makes it that way, it just kind of is. It's like, okay, sure.
Because, that's how you really get your point across, by just, like, saying something is something and not explain why something is something.
Yeah. When we were doing the storytelling anime a little while back, and that had a real meaningful interest in the art form, put a lot of meaningful thought into it. This was written by someone who doesn't know anything about writing, doesn't know shit about shit. They don't know how it goes.
Would you believe me if I told you that this is a light novel adaptation, then?
Wow, what a shock. So he reads it and he's like, wow, it's so impressive. And she asks him to be the stand-in at the award ceremony, goes to the award ceremony, meets the super horny editor who asks if he's a virgin, makes him feel her breast as reference for his writing. He meets Ahegao Double Piece, who's gonna do the art for the thing, and is like, oh, okay, you won the award, and I guess getting published. And then, as we'll see, actually, not just a random award that gets you published, but a random award that gets you published and, like, the biggest publicity campaign you'll ever fucking see, where everyone immediately, a week after it's released, everyone knows it, every single human alive, and everyone's like, holy shit, it's so amazing and so impressive. And one girl who is the tsundere who goes to his school, I keep saying his, I don't remember his name.
You don't remember our main character's name?
I don't.
It's Yu Nagami.
All right.
So if you want to say Nagami so you don't keep saying you over and over again to confuse people.
Yeah, I think Nagami is what he's usually referred to as.
Yeah.
But yeah, a tsundere that goes to Nagami school, she is also a writer, and she is a very successful writer that he loves, and so he gets her autograph, but later on she'll get his autograph because, wow, she is obsessed with his sister's one single book, to the point where she bought 50 copies and memorized everything, and I'm pretty sure, once again, it's just been a week.
Yeah. If there is any, like, meaningful distance in time, they do not display it in any way.
Yeah, not at all. So in episode 2, that's where they have that interaction. Just a nice, strange interaction there. And the tsundere, Himuro, or Mai, I'll say Mai, that's easier.
Yeah.
Mai shows up. Well, Mai goes with him to his house, and Suzuka, the sister, sort of monitors the situation, is a bit jealous and uncertain, tries to sabotage his chances by being like, my brother is such a sexual animal. And to which Mai is like, well, if that's why I'm here, all right, take me. So she can tell, once that plan didn't work out.
No.
He doesn't.
Because there are lines we can't cross in a show like this, Rem.
Just be like, all right, sis, get out. I'm gonna fuck a hot girl. Just be like, when the girl that you objectively find hot and admires what she thinks is your work and you admire her work, like, I don't know, man, just go for it. Who cares?
I mean,
who cares?
At this point, like, come on.
Let's see. He ends up walking her home. They don't fuck. He walks Mai home, returns back, explains to the sister the situation with Mai being a writer and everything. The sister asks the brother out on a date for reference, for a reference. The editor calls in the bath and moans, and she's horny. He walks in on the sister in her underwear. They go on their day, go to a bookstore, heavy promotion on the book, go into an eroge store, so erotic games, where Ahegao sees them. She shows him erotic art, and also her the erotic art she's working on for I guess the sequels and whatnot. And boy, oh boy, we, at least when I got a view, we do see the erotic art.
Hey, man.
We see quite a bit of it,
It's okay if you have, like, if it awoke something in you, Rem. I won't judge you.
I mean, for the most part, it's pretty generic.
I can only imagine it is. I haven't seen it.
It's just a flashbang. The most risque one that sort of, like, makes Suzuka explode is one character fully nude, tits out, covering her vagina with just one finger. And so, but like covering it by
like positioning to the camera, yeah.
No, yeah, that would be reasonable. No, instead it's going back behind her thigh and up.
I don't.
So go ahead, look that up.
No, I'm good. I'm good. We're good out here, I think.
Episode 3, the sister asks her brother, about, hey, what's Panchira? Because she's apparently capable of writing the greatest smut around, but apparently she's unfamiliar with this term that's just when it's just the panty shot, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
There's slightly more to it. It's not just any panty shot, it's a panty shot where it's just sort of like, oh, it just sort of happens. Just sort of happened. Whoops, they're my panties.
I feel like that's just every panty shot, though, isn't it?
Well, no, because if the camera were sort of taking the initiative, right?
Okay.
Then, to my understanding, based on this very educational show, not Panchira.
I see.
If you followed the camera and it just went up a skirt to show panties, not Panchira.
Okay.
But if a girl sat awkwardly or stumbled, Panchira.
Okay, and then a camera, in theory, happens to go off.
Yeah, just like, cameraman just happens to be here. He just happens to be there, you know?
Yeah, it very much reminds me of the ever persistent anime meme where it's two characters talking to each other. One is usually female, being like, camera angles in anime are pretty weird, aren't they? Then it cuts to like a very like obvious shot of their backside or something, and the other person's like, "What do you mean?"
Yep.
that's the kind of mental image I'm getting here.
So they talk about that, and she tries to seduce him with her panties. The editor suggests more fan service and a new character, so they talk about ideas for that. Honestly, though, like, if it's the single most successful thing you got going on right now, just let them work. I mean, like, just let them do clearly whatever they're doing. Within a week, they're the greatest author of all time. Just, if I'm the editor, I'm shutting the fuck up.
Yeah, like, why make a change if it's that successful that quickly, huh?
Yeah. So to come up with new ideas on possible new character dynamics, they ask Mai and Ahegao. Okay, well, he's just trying to send me loots. He's just Discord messaging me loots mid-recording.
Hey, man, look, like, clearly you're in a mood, and I gotta make sure things are going okay with you, you know? I gotta make sure that, like, we're keeping an even temperament when we're recording a podcast together.
Oh my god.
I mean, we can only see body up, like torso up when we're on
Sure. Who knows what's happening
Who knows
below.
what's happening?
So that's Mai and Ahegao to come help. Ahegao is all in and has a bunch of outfits to try on to suggest different... See what turns her brother on to see then what will turn on the brother character of the story, blah, 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 whatever, right? Tries different outfits. Mai joins in, also tries different outfits. Suzuka also joins in, tries different outfits. I don't know why, but one thing they keep doing, and I think they did it in the earlier 2 episodes, but it really happens here. Whenever they want to show a full body shot, right? They're like, landscape is so constraining. 16:9, it's just a rough format when you want to show a whole body, because that would just leave a lot of space to the left and right if you're doing a full body shot, right?
Yeah, and God forbid you frame a shot, in a good creative way that makes use of that space.
Oh, God, no.
No.
So, obviously, portrait would be ideal. We get the full body and it just has the full body. But that doesn't work because, once again, we're working with 16:9. So what if we treated it by 9:16 and just flipped all of those portrait shots? We just flip them sideways. Not consistently. You might think, okay, every time it shows a full body shot, it's sideways where it's like left is up or some shit, right?
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
It could be left, could be right. Who cares?
Like a jaunty, like diagonal sometimes.
Why not? It's a strange decision that if this were more of an experimental show, then it could be potentially meaningful, or you're trying to like make it feel jarring or uncomfortable. I don't know why it ends up. I think it's so that people can like save screenshots and rotate it.
Oh, I see.
That's
so they
genuinely what I
full
think.
Screen it and just print screen paste.
Yeah, and then you could just rotate it. I unironically think that that's like the point of that. And motherfucker, if that's the point of what you are creating in your fucking show, just release that supplemental material wherever. Don't damage the show with this bullshit. I say as if it has any quality anyway. Yeah, just a strange, baffling choice that ends up making it feel like a psychological horror at times.
Yeah, I just pulled up episode 3 and I'm looking at the shot right now, and yeah, you're right. This makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like,
and once again, it's not that you'll be like looking one way and then turning left and then just occasionally doing that. You'll be turning left, right, every which way.
Yeah.
In one of them, in it's sort of like montage, I think it jumps back and forth. So it goes from up and down to left, right, left, right, left.
Yeah, in this one.
And if you're confused what the fuck I'm talking about, good. That's the visual experience you have.
Yeah, in this 1 10-minute period, it happens 5 times.
Yes!
Like, just skimming through the episode. Yeah, like, it's very strange, because it's like, they want to highlight the whole body, but they don't, yeah, like, it doesn't make sense, which it's extra weird, because, like, this is an anime adaptation of a light novel, specifically. And I don't know if you remember this about light novels, Ren, but a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times in light novels, there'll be, like, pages that have, like, full illustrations in them.
Yeah.
And you know what aspect ratio those are usually in?
I just don't.
So, you know what I think it might be, Rem? It might be those insert pages, just like 1-to-1 put onto screen.
Just crop them. Just crop them and keep them vertical.
Yeah.
Or add stuff to the side.
I think that might exactly be what it is. They took the original illustrations and were like, well, how do we... But it's so tall. How do we...
It's so tall. How do we ever put such a tall image on such a wide screen? It cannot be done. Nobody has solved this issue yet in the year of our Lord 2018. It feels like an editing decision of like a 2000s anime where you're like, oh, that's a jank decision, but it's kind of because they like
a 1-to-1
really confident in what they were doing.
Yeah.
2018, motherfucker, come on now. Anyway, it's decided she tries to write a new character, misses a deadline, which once again feels recent. There's no sense of time passing in this fucking show. So it feels like the deadline's, I guess, the next day for her to write another light novel.
Yeah, a full ass book, yeah.
And it's like, you missed your deadline. It's like, oh, and it's because she's struggling because she doesn't want another character because her story is a wish fulfillment fantasy deal. And she ends up deciding, hey, maybe it's fine if it's wish fulfillment. And that's good. And the brother motivates her. It's like, okay. And so she just does what she wants to anyway. He says, fuck the editor, which, yeah, sure. Like, who cares what they say if what you're doing works? The brother falls asleep and she kisses the brother, and that's it. And that's 3 episodes.
Man.
It doesn't show the kiss, but it's indicated that they kissed.
Can't show that kind of thing on screen.
No, way too lewd.
Way too lewd. We can have weird finger-based censorship, but no ahegaos and no
Go ahead, John,
brother kissing.
since you have the episodes up, pull up episode 2. Look at the end of the episode.
End of the episode for episode 2.
Yep.
All right, hold on. I closed it after I looked at those jaunty angles you were talking about. Sorry, you said the end screen of episode 2?
It may not be the very end screen, but it's like right at the very end.
Right at the very end.
Before credits and what. I mean, undeniably, it is a very lewd image.
Let's see. There's Suzuka fainting. Why is she fainting? Let's see. Well, I've got Crunchyroll, so I'm saved with from the flashbang. But even with like the sensors up, it don't make a lot of sense. Like, I thought you were describing like laying down type of position.
No, she's standing up doing a reach around
on herself.
On herself.
Yeah, like weird. Yeah, weird. Like, because it's like it's extra weird because usually the idea of like if you're making a show that's designed to be horny,
I think it's anatomically dubious. But if there are any ladies who want to prove me wrong, they can send those images over to.
Okay, no. We don't need that kind of things in our mailbox.
Where you can prove that with you can prove that it is anatomically possible.
It looks bad. I'm gonna be honest, it looks real bad. Like, even censored, it looks bad. Like, here, I'll send you the censored version so you can...
Don't stop sending me porn.
It's not porn. Everything's censored. It's fine. Like, I can imagine what you're... Oh, I almost just sent it to Lindsay. That would have been really fucking bad. Apropos of nothing. She sent me a message most recently, so that's what I clicked on.
That'd be a hell of an image, just like, hey, you know.
And that is how they handle censorship in the show as well. It's just that.
Okay, yeah. There's you don't see the length of the full reach around.
But like even with the implications, like
yeah,
I don't get. God, that would have been so fucking bad.
Anyway, so yeah, surprise, surprise, the show is dog shit in all the ways that you would expect. It looks bad. It has terrible writing, extremely juvenile writing, wildly uninteresting, not a lot of merit. I struggle to think of one thing that could be complimented about the show. Just utter dog shit.
Yeah, I went ahead and looked up the other works that this author did. This was his first work, if you can believe it.
Wow, what a surprise! You're telling me this didn't come from an experienced author? Crazy!
Yeah, wrote from 2016 to 2020. He's wrote in a few other series since then. I've never heard of any of them, so something tells me not even the folks over there are wanting to make more adaptations of his works. So, you know, and the studio that did this one is... Oh, man, do you remember the last time we talked about Studio Naz, Rem?
In part 1, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
So, you know, very recently.
Yeah, no, there's quite literally nothing else that I can bring up about this. Like, it's apparently 2 studios worked on this. I don't see how, quite frankly.
Yeah. All right, so I think that this feels like a hate sponge for its season.
Oh, I mean, very easily a hate sponge for its season. But how much of a hate sponge? What do you think the mouse score is?
That's the question. And this one, look, I think it's going to be below 7. Which also then does mean that I don't think I have a chance in hell of guessing correct. Because when it gets below 7, like, I don't know, man, anywhere from 3.5 to 6.9. Like,
yeah, like
weeps treat a lot of that as the same.
Yeah, let me put...
For a weeb, there's a greater distinction, like if you were to go to Mal, between a 7.2 and a 7.6. That significant difference.
Hey,
meanwhile,
would you like to hear some of the other shows that we're currently airing that we've covered that would put things into perspective of what you could have watched instead of this show?
Yeah, sure. What else was airing at this time?
Okay, so starting from the top and moving down in terms of score, Part 5 of JoJo's was airing. You don't care about JoJo's, but a lot of people do. No. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Bloom Into You was another big one. Let's see. Though we hate it, Sword Art Online Alicization was airing.
I don't know. It seems like it was a rough time.
Well, Zombieland Saga, which was the idol zombie anime.
Okay.
Oh god, Goblin Slayer. That was a pretty... Like, I am moving down in score, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Skullface Bookseller Honda-san, an anime that you very frequently remember for some reason.
Well, that I very often half remember.
Yes.
Because I was... That one and Devil is Part-Timer always...
Even though they're nothing alike.
They have the same mental real estate.
Yep. And most importantly, at the bottom of that list, Welcome Cheetah-say.
Oh my god, it should be at the top of that list.
Yep.
So I think that this feels like a hate sponge to me. In which I every time we hit a hate sponge, and I could be wrong, but every time we hit a hate sponge, I have to look the weeps in the eyes and be like, is this really so much worse than so much of the shit?
There is one other hate sponge this season.
Oh, interesting. Am I familiar with it at all?
You are.
Oh, shit.
Remember Conception, Rem?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Same year. The same season.
Okay, so this is the lesser hate sponge, I think. Which doesn't affect like where it will be at the rating, but just it has less of a legacy, I think.
Yeah, I can confirm of the things that we've covered, Conception is at the bottom.
Yep. I think this one, I'm going to say 5.5 and shrug, because unironically, when we get this low, it could be fucking anything.
And what do you think the actual rating should be? If you think 5.5 is probably what the Weebs is going to go for, what do you think it should be?
I'm trying to think if there's like literally anything
redeeming whatsoever.
It somewhat accomplishes its goals of being horny sister wish fulfillment. That's literally the closest I could
get to a compliment.
So yeah, I mean, it fucking half a star.
Half a star. So like a 1.5 or 0.5. Not even on the spectrum.
0.5 to 1 is out of 10. Because it's like, I guess if you're really in the mood for sister fucking, and it didn't like make my eyes bleed, even though it was ugly, but it wasn't We've seen uglier.
It was a lot more still images than you anticipated.
Yeah. There wasn't a ton of animation going on, but yeah, no, absolute dog shit.
But
5.5, but when we're that low, it's a shot in the dark. It could be so much lower, so much higher.
Mm-hmm. Well, Rem, with only 59,000 people watching this, which I will say is still really high for a show like this, watching and reviewing it. My Sister, My Rider is sitting nice and pretty at 4.89.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, Conception
so if it was a proper hate sponge.
Oh, yeah, like Conception more so. Conception's at 4.56. It is, but this has jumped into like the top 5 of the lowest rated things we've ever covered.
All I'm saying is, I'm not defending this show in any way. I'm just saying it's in the ballpark of some shit weebs are rating 7, 8, and maybe even 9, okay? So I look at their rating here, and it's just another one where I kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, okay, what? So which popular fucking YouTuber or post or some bullshit made a video where everyone's like, oh yeah, so this is the one we all agree to hate? Because like I see you fucking weeps. I fucking know your ass.
Why do you think people recommended it to us, from? Because like dunking on sister fucking anime isn't just a thing exclusive to us. It's a very popular thing to do in the community. There just happen to be a bunch of people who dunk on it but are actually lying, and try to blend in with the crowd. For frame of reference, the most like normal bell curve ass looking stats breakdown for this, with just a large peak of the bad scores being at the bottom, which you don't usually see in anime. Like out of the the however many people that did watch it, 6,000 of them, about 10% gave it a 1 out of 10. Whereas a stupidly high 2,000 people, or 3.5%, gave it a 10 out of 10, which they have to be like just trolling on the internet at that point. Like there's no feasible excuse for that.
If this were properly weeb calibrated and not a hate sponge, I think it ends up at like a 6.8. I think that's the weeb calibrated, ignoring the sort of hate mob anti-hype around it.
6.8?
That's maybe 6.7, but it's in that ballpark.
So you're saying it's 200ths higher than Cheetah-san.
Oh, Cheetah fucking got robbed, all right?
Yeah, Cheetah is at 6.78 as a reminder.
It hurts so bad.
I know it does.
I can't emphasize how much it hurts.
Yeah, we've covered.
But also, I do think the weeb calibrated score does end up higher than Cheetah. Because of the weeb calibrated score takes into account like the short form bias.
Yeah.
So yes, I do think weeb calibrated. I do think it outscores Cheetah, because the weebs have bad taste. And they are going to be like, how can you say we have bad taste? We all universally hate it. And I'm like, motherfucker, you happen to hate this one, all right? You happen to. But I've seen the other shit you fucking love, and it ain't better. It ain't better. And stop pretending it is.
So, I think that just kind of goes to show that recency doesn't always mean quality.
Nope.
It can, and most of the time it does, but in this particular case, man, the same year we started the podcast, huh, bud?
What a terrible, terrible year.
It's okay, Rem. I'm promising next time we cover something from 2018, it won't be anywhere near as bad as this, because quite frankly, how could I find something worse? Because we've already covered Conception.
Yeah.
And fuck me if we're ever going back to that. That was a fucking nightmare and a half.
Yeah, no, let's not.
Yeah. So with that in mind, final question for you. Any chance you want to go back and watch the last, 7 episodes of My Sister, My Rider?
God, no. You know what? That's what I'll give it credit for. It's just 10 episodes, all right? You showed up, got the fuck out of there, all right?
That's not entirely true. There is an OVA. So 11, really.
Of course thered be an OVA.
Yeah.
That's assumed, Shaun. Any horny show gets an OVA, all right?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently it was a OVA special that came bundled with the Blu-ray.
I swear to God, if you have the Blu-ray of this, you're beyond hell.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
All right, but let's see. Shaun's birthday is coming up, so maybe.
Don't you fucking dare, sir. I already have enough weird, questionable weeb shit.
I don't know, but maybe we.
If you're gonna get me horny weeb shit, can you at least make it good horny weeb?
It's so expensive.
Well, yeah,
it's so expensive.
Of course, because it didn't get like an English release.
Well, sure, all right. There's not a lot of supply, but there's shouldn't be any demand.
Import tax is a bitch, my guy.
I should be the only one. The fuck? Just a single episode? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's just is it just the OVA?
Wait, is the DVD just an OVA?
I don't know. I looked at a review and it said just a single episode and a single chapter. This is not the complete series.
So someone's just selling like the OVA by itself as a disc.
Why does that exist?
That shouldn't exist, I'll tell you that much. Hold on.
And why would some... I want to be clear, this is not an unfavorable rating. this rating was a 3 out of 5. So they're like, I only got 1 episode on this DVD. And so I'm disappointed, but at the same time, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh, it's such a shame that it's so fucking expensive. It would have been such a funny gift. Don't send it to us. It's too expensive.
Yeah, no. If you're gonna like I said, if we're ever going to get like horny anime gifts, at least make it like good horny anime gifts, if that makes sense.
Give him all the dockies that you want. He loves those.
Yeah, we don't currently have a PO box at the moment though, so that's going to be difficult. But hey,
just deliver it at Shaun's house.
Yeah, just show up to my place with an armful of dockies. That certainly won't cause me alarm and distress. Oh my god. Okay, so with that in mind, I think that's where we should call it. If you enjoyed Remington spinning the wheel into his ultimate regret, which is very funny to me because he would have genuinely enjoyed if not enjoyed, at least had a much better time if he had kept it on his first spin.
I mean, it sounds like yet again, it was given, hey, Remington, here's some options, and even the best one is mid at best, and so it seems like every time I'm given options, I just, hey, you want to be fucked?
I had 35 different anime, all ranging from scores of like the high 8s to the low, well, this was probably the lowest one on that list.
The things this man will do to make sure a dog doesn't get its treat.
Okay. I at least included it as an option, man. There was a 1 in 35 chance we would have been talking about Code Geass, but no.
Okay.
So, like, Mr. Wheelie Spinny couldn't resist himself, and the wheel decided otherwise. That's the nature of the cult of the wheel, my guy. It giveth and it taketh away.
Release the geese, feed the corgi.
All right. But if you enjoyed Remington spinning a wheel into his own despair, then please head on over to wherever you get your podcast and leave us a review. They mean the world to us, and we do read every single one. I just looked at the Crunchyroll ratings, which are even less trustworthy than Mal ratings. Crunchyroll has it at a 3.5 stars, which is insanity. Anyway, if you enjoyed those things, then please, if you... Already said that. And if that is not enough for you, can head on over to twitch.tv/AnimEighties, where you gain access... What the fuck is wrong with me? We're not on our usual recording day, so I'm weird.
Hey, there's twitch.tv/AnimEighties. If you want some One Piece shenanigans with him and Meg, there's Tales from the Grand Line. And if you want to support us even more,
name!
then you can go to patreon.com/AnimEighties, where you have all sorts of perks, 12 days, amazing bonus episodes, and of course, hearing your name read out by me. Ain't that some cool shit? All right, let's see who they are, Remington. Bada bing, bada bing.
Yeah, no, that's right. I'm just surprised you remember the name of an anime project. But yes, Rem, who are we thanking this week?
Well, as always, we'd like to send our regards to all of our bland bitch protagonists, as well as our magical girls, who we really appreciate. But moving on, we get to our yandere waifus, who are breaking their arms for some lewd censorship. And on that list, we have, yes, I would like Rem to do Geology 101, Yandere Neko. Y'all ever get horny thinking about what Shaun does when he's not podcasting? Rem knows what I'm talking about. I do know. And hey, if you want to know, tune into Shaun's streams, where once every stream, I'll just pop in a little fact sometimes. Sometimes the facts are about what Shaun is doing when he's not podcasting.
Unfortunately, that might be the most motivating way to get people to show up to my streams.
You never know when I'll show up.
It's true. And he never stays.
Would y'all kiss for $300 each? Yeah, 100%. 100%.
300 each? Oh yeah,
just give me the 600, frankly.
You'll make it happen whether I consent or not? That's a bad look, Rem.
I'll make sure he's into it.
You'll make sure he's into it?
$600 all to me, and I'll make sure it's consensual.
Holy.
Because of the implication.
The implication, I see.
But yeah, 100%. $300. Oh my god, I need $300 right now. Wolfire56, why do you hate them French anime? Code the Good Other Shaun. Wes Kane, we need separate podcasts just to hear Remington's terrible movie opinions. Watching Requiem for Spoon Man at 0.5 speed. Variant. Untitled Code Goose Game. Titan CNH. This week's identity pitch, 100,000 Nut Rollins. The wheels rolling towards Samir and Nikki revisit the Susanator. The Obsidian Outlaws fucked my parlay. The Danish Viking will conquer the world with Renor Zoro as my navigator. That other one. Turban. Tech Turtle. Super Zoo. Stacy's mom. Spencer D'Ordio. Sparsely the unbiblically accurate angel. Shaun, please put Rem in the jar. I'm getting bored of Judy. Shaun wants to give Spoon Man a thank and yank. Shaun ruined my happy sugar life when I met a female Australian redback on his penile frenulum, Rollins, in his house, and he showed it, and then it cuts off.
What?
There's a lot going on there. I don't know how to parse it. Signing up Shaun's email on Republican websites until we get 2 seasons of Code Geass. Shaun Rollins fully blossoms while drunk. Shaun put some pants on. Rem, stop looking. Sarah from the Shark plushie. Centric finally caught up on Spotify. Time for Patreon eps. Sentenced to be a podcast host. Ryan Moody. Rem's #1 gooner. I would hope that's my girlfriend. But I know she ain't signed up for the Patreon.
No,
that would be silly.
She can get all that shit for free.
I'm just saying, beware. My girlfriend might show up and kick your ass. All right, I'm not offended by it. All right, I'm flattered, but my girlfriend might kick your ass.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember like the scenes in like Attack of the Clones where Yoda goes ham. It's a bit like that. Like drops the cane and immediately starts jumping around like screeching.
Yeah, my girlfriend Yoda.
Yeah. About the same size, I think.
Rem, what do you think of Magic the Gathering? Remington is right. Rem was completely right this episode, Shaun. Rem uses the drums of liberation to free all weeps from bad anime. Rem doesn't completely hate my favorite shows. Red Pill Rollins coming after the gays' patriotism, US. Red Pill Rollins versus the Hal Band in basketball 1v1 win. Professor Fox, pro tips out of context is run out of things post. Now at the same time, 1, 2, 3, $25. Miska's tired, so she's just throwing a 20-sided die for this week's Patreon's name. A natural 14. Hey, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Mind Turtle 4042. May wants to thank you all for being awesome. Macaroni Chisa. Lucky Stars the King of Moe. Link Joe Curl. Less than 4 weeks till I give birth. Leonard 98. King Rich Rock. Cassidy. Judy smoking Marlboros out of Shaun's ass while the Pope watches.
Oh.
Jax, Jamheads, Jake Dent, Samurai, I'm just here for the vibes. I want a Marvel movie starring Shaun as Spider-Man and Remington as Big Wheel. I upgraded my Patreon membership for Mirai Nikki. I slammed my penis in the car door. I can't believe I made an account for this. Hi Rem, how's your Sunday? Is it marvelous? Okay, so was it just that day? Was it just
that day? Maybe they
Did
just forgot to update
last week and they just kept it Sunday? Because they don't know they're right yet. They didn't know they were right. They're wrong now.
They're wrong now.
Crazy. Have you considered arson? Hitori Seiki, Gradman, Gorgeous Eyes, Fire Music, Kaiju gets 7.65 out of 10, G-Bottom, aka Bear Trap, Shaun will cash app you $20 if you make Rem watch more Jobless Reincarnated. I like when Rem is sad. Forced feminizing Shaun for the book talk girlies. They'll love it. Farmer Weeb's dog still suffers also, considering Rumpelstiltskinning the pregnant patron to force Shaun into action. Shaun, the stakes are increasing.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, that lolly is at least 500 years old, Shaun. Erica McCorkle. In Fantastics Ovantad Seger for Cockin. Something about fantastic cock? Oh no, a fantastic and unexpected victory for the chef? I have no idea.
It's probably Swedish dog. Swedish chef.
Oh, it's a Swedish chef! And it's followed up, of course, because he dominated.
Yeah.
And then that brick smiling Jacksonville Chef 316 says I jar up your ass, and that's their bottom learn burger Swedish chef syndrome. I understand what we're doing now. Yeah, it's awesome. That's really good.
It's really fucking good. It's a very good patron exclusive experience.
Chef 360. JJ whipped your ass. The Swedish Chef doing the Austin 316 promo is such a good mental image, and thank you for that. Dylan's voice makes me calm. Does anyone else find it weird that Kaiju Shaun only rampages through minority communities? Danielle Riot, Daddy Rum, tell me a bedtime story about Shaun's nut. Caldarius, crypt update, we fell off, will change on my return. Citizen Vigilantes, Red Pill Rollins' favorite non-anime media of all time. Chuck Burnett, I think Death Parade would be a decent anime for both or either Dylan and Rem to review. Cheese Monkey, by the power invested in me by Obsidian Outlaws, is the representative of the trans community. You hate them, you hate us.
Fuck, dude.
And then cuts off. All right, Obsidian Outlaws officially...
Official trans allies, shit.
Not just trans allies, but like trans representatives. Every single Obsidian Outlaw was trans. We didn't cover it. We didn't think it was, too worth noting. It's just trans excellence, and we all,
Shit. I mean, that means I can't badmouth them.
Brockart for you dudes. I've got nothing this week, man. I'm going to keep it real with you. Blarf, Bendo Kato. Apparently, the Samantha I'm dating is yours. Dad's, Anime Slimes, Amazing Muffin, Aisha Gucci, and Lil Chu knew it. And Lil Chu was right about why they were being left off, which is why we give them a little extra special of a thanks. And now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier. What are they going to get this week, Shaun?
Oof. I didn't think about this. Oh, easy. I'm going to spin the wheel and give them a year to go watch an anime.
All right, but maybe you do it in just the RNG instead of a wheel spin.
Well, yeah, that was the plan, because I'd have to reset up the wheel, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, I didn't want to have to wait.
Yeah, let me just set up a wheel 35 times again, And let me reopen all 35 of those links that I could have saved to a document, but I didn't.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You'll just give them a year, and they have to watch an anime from that year.
Yep.
All right, on that list we have Umbrasite.
89.
Tarkoon Operator number 42.
07.
Triangle Warlock.
Ooh. 97.
That Mouse Girl.
2021.
Sporadic Silver.
2002.
Silent Secondary.
2001.
Rem, what is your opinion on Iron Law?
I think you also need 2002.
Power Cell's tangent request for Rem. What's a story you can share with us from your teaching days? I don't know if there's any that are like notable for the... Well, there's one that I don't want to... Okay, all right, fine. Because you specifically asked for this, I'm gonna summarize it. All right, I won't go into a full story.
I think it's the one I know. Yeah.
But in one instance, there was like a group of friends hanging out with them, right? And they were going on and on about how fuckable I was. All right, and it's just like silly fun. And one girl is chiming along with this, and it's just a good time. Later on, that girl who was in the group and I are chatting, and she says, "Hey, do you know insert one of like my former students who I had coached? Do you know them?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And they were like, "Yeah, okay, I thought so." Well, we were chatting. I was like, "Oh, cool, yeah." I hadn't talked to them. It was a few years after I had coached them and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool, really cool." And then it was communicated to me that what happened was, they're cousins, and the girl was telling my former student about this funny, silly thing that was happening, and how everyone was talking about how fuckable this guy was, me, and when she says Remington, I have a distinctive name. And so just one of my students was hearing from their cousin just about how fuckable their former coach was. And I heard that, and I was like, that's never the kind of interaction I ever want them to have. Especially being sort of like flashbang at it, where you're like, oh, this is a funny story. Hey, wait a minute, who did you say? Who's the guy that's in the story? And it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, That's just a weird experience for like all involved.
Did you have a very famous TV show in the 90s, Rem? Just out of curiosity.
Oh God. Anyway, so there's your story. What year did they get?
2016?
Miguel De Leon.
2017.
King Kong plays ping pong with his ding dong.
2012.
Catherine.
2013.
I said the skulls of my enemies, not skills.
Oh, me. That's obviously 09.
Hey Dylan, look over there. Okay, quick, what's Shaun's email?
1987.
Domini.
Boo. 86.
Country Fried Goth.
93.
Harvard 271.
2026.
Big Rare Kumiko thinks Hiyoko will make Rem say with Tashiki ni Narimasu.
Ooh, 2023.
Beethoven 1201.
2011.
Amtum.
29.
Allfather 413.
I said 29. I meant 2009.
No, it's 29 now.
Yeah, you have to wait a couple years, but you're gonna have to watch an anime then. Don't forget.
Allfather 413.
They can have. Ooh. 2019.
And Econon.
I'm feeling 1990.
And then we move on to the inappropriate Joey Wheeler tier, where we'll continue on this theme. Shaun, as Joey Wheeler, will give you a year in the past century, and I will combine two movies from that year to tell your life story.
Oh. Uh-oh.
On that list, we have, Shaun, what kind of bed would you like to have your virginity taken on?
Making a lot of assumptions there. Let's go with 1987.
1987. All right, what we're gonna do, we're gonna say that your life story is a mix between Dirty Dancing and Hellraiser.
Oh God.
You're in for a wild fucking time, man. That's what you're here for.
Oh no! Oh God! Especially with their name, that implies a lot.
You're just here to dark, sexy, dirty. It's just everywhere. All right, hand holding. I will have to politely decline, for I am saving myself for Shaun Rollins.
Oh no! There's two of them. Yeah. Let's go with 95.
All right, and their life story. If I were to say their life story, I think that it's a mix between Toy Story and Seven. You would just sit. You would just sit.
No. Oh.
You would. Your toys have sinned, and they must be punished.
Have you seen Seven?
Yep.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Then we got follow Animated Context on Blue Sky, Code Geass this week, or Shaun Rollins gets signed up for Ken Paxton's email list. About.
You can have 2013.
2013. Your life story is encapsulated by The Wolf of Wall Street mixed with The Conjuring, where you are just haunted by the current economic situation.
Yeah, I mean, hey, considering The Conjuring is one of those things, that's probably the best thing to be haunted by.
You are absolutely haunted by great economic exploitation. And last but not least, we have a random Adaman.
69.
All right, you are going to get a combo of we are going to go with Midnight Cowboy, which is a very good movie about a male prostitute who's a cowboy, and Frosty the Snowman. You wanna fuck on my skull.
That's not good. That's not a good thing to say.
So, look, it's been a while since I watched it, but Frosty the Snowman is like low-key nightmarish, right?
Oh, I mean, 100%.
Like, he fucking melts and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Like
he goes into, like, a greenhouse full of poinsettias and, like, absolutely, like...
Yeah, the greenhouse, like, I don't remember, like, the details, but I remember him being in that greenhouse and just being like, oh, God. Also, I'm just now learning it's only 25 minutes. You could have told me that was a full 90.
Yeah, no, I mean, it felt like it. Growing up watching it.
It feels like he was in the greenhouse for 25 minutes, dude.
Oh, I mean, yeah, because we're sitting there in horror, because even as a child, you know that heat melts snowmen, and it's like, no, Frosty, no, you shouldn't be in there.
Until he was saved by one cowboy prostitute. Well, thank you all for tuning in. If you want to reach out for a comment, question, feedback, or recommendation, you can send an email over onto animeoutofcontext@gmail.com.
Once again, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate you very, very much. And as always, don't fuck your sister.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Hey, you want to be fucked?
If I am not firmly erect while reading a book, how can I tell if it's good?
Well, if that's why I'm here, all right, take me. Chain smoke my pussy.